In my view, we have to make Nova Scotia the best place to work in Canada and the safest place to work in Canada.
For me, safety is not only the foundation at work, but it's the foundation for life.
Everyone should have the right to go to work and get home safely. So to be part of making Nova Scotia that safer place is really, really neat.
One of the greatest outcomes from the workplace safety strategy has been how it's helped to build and strengthen partnerships in our communities. It has created and nurtured relationships built on openness, trust, respect, and an acknowledgement that we're all accountable in making sure everyone gets home safe at the end of the workday.
We're all on the same page, and whether we come from a health sector focus or fisheries or construction, we're actually talking the same language.
We're seeing leaders stepping up throughout organizations across the province. These leaders are not just CEOs, they're employees out in the field, on the ground, and community members.
You know, even my father, who's from a different era, you know, he's from that old Nova Scotian era where you just did your job and kept your mouth shut, now drives around and calls me and says, hey, listen, we got people on roofs here, you know, without fall protection. So I really think that, you know, the word is out there.
Nova Scotia has been making progress. In 2014, the total number of people hurt seriously enough to lose time from work fell below 6,000, the lowest point since we began measuring the number the way it is measured today. And while fewer Nova Scotians died on the job in 2014 compared to the year before, we know that one workplace fatality is too many, and our collective work and dedicated focus needs to continue. Long-term change starts with our youth and with education. In public schools, we've worked directly with the Department of Education and Early Childhood Development. Now, before going out on a work experience placement, grade 9 to 12 students learn about health and safety, and teachers understand how to complete a risk assessment. We continue to support this work through webinars, online resources, and in-person workshops for teachers and students. Safety leaders can emerge from all levels of an organization, but priorities are often set at the top. The second annual Leadership Matters event was held to bring together leaders representing both the public and private sectors. Bringing these leaders together provides the opportunity to share ideas and best practices, motivating everyone to make an impact with their organization's workplace safety programs. Small and medium-sized businesses have unique needs, and it's important they receive safety resources and tools that address them. An event specifically tailored for these businesses was also held for the second year in a row.
Health and safety is paramount for our business. We're like a family here, so we need to take care of each other. So that's the most important thing. But as the CEO of a company, you're always looking at risks, and this is something that we never want to have to deal with an incident, and knowing that it could really derail everything that we've worked so hard to accomplish.
Employers, workers, labor groups, and safety organizations have told us more engagement and awareness requires more resources. We listened. And a new special prosecutor is now dedicated to issues of occupational health and safety. We also know that it's important all of us work together towards achieving Nova Scotians' workplace health and safety goals. More and more, the WCB and the Department of Labour and Advanced Education are finding ways to co-create better outcomes.
Early this year, we were fortunate enough to do a joint initiative with WCB and the Department of Labour and Advanced Education, which really helped us to raise the bar on safety. Years ago, it was kind of always a guarded relationship with WCB and Department of Labour, and now it's a partnership. They're there to help us, they're there to guide us, they're there to really work with our team and make Peter Kohler a safe place to work.
The rules for safety violations are being improved with the new administrative penalty system. It includes a graduated system of enforcement, a greater focus on outreach with employers to make sure they understand the regulations, and having revenue go to workplace safety initiatives. The flagship advertising campaign was expanded in 2014. We introduced a longer version of our TV ad, supported by an online quiz, and expanded reach into communities, reminding them that life's moments are brought to them by workplace safety. Fishing has a proud history, but it also has a legacy of tragedy that needs to end. That's why we invited key industry representatives to form a Safe at Sea Alliance. Working together with government and other agency partners, this group is leading the development of a plan to make the fishing industry safer for the long term. A plan that aims to save lives. Safety is a priority for many who work in this industry. And through the sharing of experiences and hands-on training exercises, mindsets are changing and progress is being made. Other sectors are experiencing great progress as well.
We're now down to 504 claims, lost time claims last year in 2014, compared to 1,400 plus in 1993, and our payroll is more than 3.5 times larger, and our industry nearly twice as big. So when you're running 5,400 active accounts, and you only have problems with 71 employers, that's our number from 2014, we got to believe that we're doing the right thing.
But the industry with more workplace injuries than any other is healthcare, including hospitals, long-term care facilities, and home care. This industry requires our continued focus. An initiative called Soteria addresses these high injury rates. We are supporting its delivery together with Aware-NS, the Department of Health, and other safety partners. As a province, our mindsets are changing, transitioning from workplace safety awareness, moving from knowing about safety to caring about safety. Talking about safety is a great start, and that needs to continue. But action is needed to truly improve workplace safety.
We in Nova Scotia find the path to be the safest province so that we can retain and attract the best and brightest so that they stay here.
I have this vision, part of the One Nova Scotia, that someday that not only will we protect our workers in our workplace because of our policies and practices, but we'll be able to retain workers from going elsewhere and maybe draw more workers home or new workers to Nova Scotia because of our health and safety record in this province. We can do it together because leadership does count.
This will make for a better and healthier Nova Scotia for all of us.
Our goal is to be the best in Canada. So we can't stop until we get there.